Ayron Jones, Katie Babs. Hopefully you already know that by being here right now. Welcome to Rockville Day 2. And we talked at Aftershock.
Aftershock.
Right. So we saw each other not that long ago.
Right.
But you're huge on Octane, the SiriusXM station that I'm on. Just did an interview with them. You got Child of the State out now. And I just love all of it. When I got to watch you at Aftershock, you were the first set I got to watch, and we made a video of myself watching, and I was just blown away because you strike me as the type of musician that you could be playing in front of thousands and thousands of people or 6 people and put on the exact same show.
Absolutely.
Because your passion and your heart is just in it fully, and you just enjoy everything that you're doing. And I admire that so much. Your live set was just incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, I've always I was just kind of chatting with the guys over in the other room, but I was saying how, like, I have always strived to make sure that, like, my live show has always been on point, because that's how I came up, I grinded. I grew up kind of poor, and you kind of know a little bit of my situation. Grew up poor, I had to overcome a lot of stuff, and so, as a young adult, after dropping out of high school, all that stuff, I had to figure out a way to make money, and so for the longest time I was working these dead-end jobs. I hated them, like Applebee's and server and bar back and all that other stuff, and then I just gave up and started playing music, and music was the only thing that I knew. And so I developed this live show because of that, over and over again, the repetition. And so for me, the live show has become my bread and butter. And so I've always strived, no matter what, if it's 10,000 people or 5 people in the room, to put on an excellent show and make sure they're walking away with something on their minds.
Yeah, and you're not only channeling yourself, of course, but I feel like you're channeling like Jimi Hendrix and so many other amazing musicians, and like, to watch someone in 2021 and think that is a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, it's very cool. So you're definitely one of my favorite live performers, and I'm really excited to see you today. But tell us a little bit about the new record for people who might not have listened to it yet.
Yeah. Child of the State came out in May, and it's a bit of an autobiography about my life and some of the experiences I've had, from sex, drugs to rock and roll, and like to all of it in between. I was abandoned as a kid, so I talk about a lot of the hardships, how that shaped me as an adult, and I talk about my love and how it shaped my love and how I see the world in perspective and all that stuff, and how I long to be loved and give love, and so it's a lot of that, and then it also pays homage to my history as a Seattle artist. I try to infuse a lot of the sounds that made me who I am today, from Jimi Hendrix to Heart to Nirvana to Soundgarden. Like, I try to infuse all these things in this record, so and it turned heads. It worked. So that's what I'm the most thankful about, is that it resonated with people in a time period that was really tough for a lot of people. I can't tell how many people I come across that say, take me away, help them get through the pandemic, and that really touches my heart, because I knew we were going through such a hard time. It was my hope that would help, a little bit, and it really did. So
absolutely. I was just talking to another musician, and he told me that writing music is dark storytelling, and I loved that. I'd never heard a musician say that, and it made so much sense. Like, it's something so simple, and that's gonna stick with me forever. But with what you just said, it fits that exactly,
Dark storytelling.
Dark storytelling that is hard to get out when speaking to people, but when put in music, it seems so easy. You know what I mean? Because it's like your heart and soul. It's everything. Your bread and butter, like you were saying.
Absolutely, yeah.
But one more thing. I also don't want to leave out your fellow musicians in your band. Incredible musicians. Holy. I think it was the bass player, the one who jumps around like crazy.
Bob Lovelace,
Yeah, if you want to give them like a shout out, because I thought they were incredible as well.
My band, so I've always handpicked my band members, and one of the things that I've specialized in, even as an indie artist, when I have my own label and all that, was like picking out these musicians that were stand-up musicians that no one has ever seen or heard of. And so before this tour got together, I've been working with Bob Lovelace for years. Bob is an incredible bass player, and he brings a lot to the show. I've been working with him for about 7 years, but the drummer and the guitar player, I literally picked those guys up a week before the tour started. I sat in a room with them for 5 hours a day for 5 days.
Wow.
I taught them all my music, all the parts to my music, and then we hit the road together, and that's how it all came to be. But I knew their energy was going to bring something to the table. It came together better than I imagined. So.
And hopefully that will be your lineup for life, Hopefully they'll just stick with it.
Yeah, I hope so too, But I also want to see them flourish too. So if something comes up and they're like,
of course,
I gotta leave and jump on this other thing, I'll be proud to know that I helped set them on that course.
And you were telling me you're really busy in the next couple of years, hopefully, probably. Is there anything that you can tell us about these next couple of months?
Aside from the Pop Evil, the pop, there's that. I'm opening for Rolling Stones in a couple days here. So.
How did I not know about this? Wait, what?
So
here?
And Monday in Michigan.
Oh my God! Tell me how that came about. My mind is blown right now. You must be freaking out if I'm freaking out.
I have been, man. I've known for a little while, but like, yeah, it's about a week ago I got a phone call, and they said that Mick Jagger handpicked me to come open for him in Fordville, Michigan. So.
Could you imagine Mick Jagger being like, yo, I really like this guy. Oh my God, Ayron, that's incredible.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm like more excited than he is right now. Wow, I wish I could go to that, and
man.
you'll get to like meet all of them.
We'll see,
probably.
man. I don't know what the protocol is with COVID, but I know that I'm gonna meet my family, my kids out there, and that'll be amazing because that's the best way for me to end this tour. Was
Absolutely.
To be able to share that with those guys, man. I'm really happy to finally be able to see them, but more than ever, this just like a pinnacle moment in my career. I don't think about that stuff too much because like I'm always trying to keep my head down and focus on the next thing. But yeah, I mean to open for the Rolling Stones at Ford Field in Detroit.
Holy,
man. So,
congratulations
Thank
again.
you so
That's
much,
incredible.
yeah.
Perfect way to end this interview with Ayron Jones. Back to Space Zebra.